Hey there, DIY brides, grooms, floral design curious, floral design enthusiast peoples. Let's talk about roses. Let's talk specifically about how to get your roses to blow out really big like this and just look perfect and beautiful for your event work. Really, the solution is to buy rose varieties that want to do this naturally. This is a variety, I can't remember the particular name of it. If you want to know, let me know in the comments. But this is a beautiful rose. It is technically like a cabbagey rose, but I've had them the same amount of time. This one clearly, this one is Pandora. I do know her name and she is stunning. This variety clearly is one of those that just wants to be open. That's called the aperture of the rose. So if you are ordering for an event and you're talking to a wholesaler, if you're not sure what varieties to get, just ask them. Hey, ask the growers which ones have a better aperture, which ones open more. If you're not sure, ask the people who know. So while this is beautiful and it may look really pretty for bouquet work as a small accent here and there, if you are going for more bloom for your buck, get the roses that open up more, because to me, this is a much better investment. If you have a bundle of roses where some of them have opened larger than the others, it may just be that your roses were a little crowded. This is Candlelight. This is another one of those varieties that this rose is one of the biggest roses available. It's a beautiful, creamy, almost buttery ivory. It's like the Chardonnay, if you will, of white roses or cream roses. And so this is really big. I'm actually gonna spin this. We might get some confetti off of this. If we do, y'all can giggle with me. But I'm gonna spin him and open them even bigger, so you can see how ridiculous is this rose. I'm gonna hold this rose up to my face. Ridiculous, isn't it stunning? So yes, get roses that just naturally want to open. Here's one that didn't. I'm gonna try and spin him and see what that does. This one looks like maybe it was a little smaller as well, but boom. If you get a rose that opens, a variety that opens, and it didn't really open, try giving it a twirl, see what happens. And yes, this one is smaller than this one. Just some are bigger than others because nature. But look at those babies. I love them so much. I also love Playa Blanca. Playa is my favorite. That was another Candlelight. Playa is my favorite white rose. Hands down, period. Nobody's gonna change my mind. She is stunning. Naturally, this is about where they will tend to open to. Maybe a little fuller. I'm gonna give it a little spin because these do spin beautifully. So stunning. This one, it's spun open, but the center is still a little tight, so I'm going to gently separate those center petals. And I know that sounds scary, but we're gonna do it. And then I'm even gonna pull out these little petals right above the pollen so that I can see that little yellow pollen center. Just really make it look like an English garden rose. I'm gonna push these petals out a little bit. Just stop. Why are you so pretty? I can't handle it. I have a few more examples just to kind of show you guys it does vary. This is Red Panther, one of the coolest roses. They kind of blow to this point pretty quickly, but they don't really get much more open on their own. However, if you give these a twirl, just twirl your roses if they're a nice loose rose. If they're a little tight bullet rose, they're not gonna twirl. I don't advise it. I'm gonna do the thing and take out those center little petals around the pollen so that I can see the pollen in the middle. Ah, and then the little pink stripes on the red, forget about it. So cute. This is Faith. This is a very healthy Faith. It almost looks like a sweet Eskimo, actually. But they're so precious. And you can see one looks a little open, more open than the other. And again, this one was probably crowded by the other one. So you want to give your roses room to breathe. If they are a nice variety that opens up well like this and it hasn't opened well, you can give it a twirl, you can blow into it a little bit. Even just doing that, she opened up really well. So I know that that is going to be one that I can twirl and it's just going to be magnificent. Stunning. You are beautiful. And then you also have things like Coral Expression, which this is my favorite rose. They just do this. They do this on their own. They just want to show off. So perfect. Occasionally they won't want to open. And that's just one of those times where you just have to gently kind of like play with them to get them to open. If you're in a pinch, if you didn't get them quite early enough, but these tend to blow open really, really quickly. And then they just stay looking pretty for days and days. And then these little cabbagey bullet guys, you know, they're just not gonna really do it. They are not gonna spin open very well. You can see a few of the petals came open, but the rest of it's really tight. So you can try to reflex those in that case by gently popping the petals inside out. Put your thumb at the base, put 2 fingers on the inside, and gently pop it inside out. And this is going to help give you a more open rose. And this one's actually really, really pretty when you reflex it because of the pink edged petals and the creamy center. But look at that. So if you get a tighter rose that has more of that bullet shape, you can try reflexing the petals if they're soft enough. If they're really, really fresh, you're probably not going to have much luck. So you can at least do that and then kind of close it back in on itself. And I know that that sounds weird. And you can try and also force the center open a little bit more by just reaching in there and manipulating the center and squishing it out. This is a really, really snug petal count. Oh, that was rough. But it yielded some results. So now it looks really, really pretty. But just a second ago, she was looking like this. Totally transforms your roses. This would be okay in like a smaller bouquet. I don't love full-size roses as boutonnieres, but maybe if we took out a few petals on the outside, that would be an acceptable size. So yeah, you can try and force them open if you get a variety that just doesn't do it. But the best way, again, to ensure that your roses look like this, or like this, or like this, or like this, is just to buy roses that naturally do that. I hope that helps. See you later.